Tesla has shifted its supply strategy for Canada, and it's again shipping Model 3 into the country from China. When Tesla released the refreshed Model 3 in China, Tesla stopped importing vehicles from China to Canada, but now that the Model 3 is out, it is doing it again. The Model 3s built in Giga Shanghai generally have better quality than those that are built in Fremont, so for consumers, this is good news. And in general, of course, it is cheaper to make vehicles in China than it is in the US, so this is good for Tesla's costs of goods sold. However, it appears that the change is only applicable to the Tesla Model 3 and not the Model Y. I think that's because the Model Y in China has been refreshed a little bit, but not in the US, so that move makes sense. In a new Tesla update, Tesla is rolling out support for ultra-wideband, a wireless protocol that will drastically improve how Tesla phone keys work. Now, I haven't had any issues with Tesla keys really. Very occasionally, I have an issue with just trying to open the door and I realize, oh, my Bluetooth is off. Okay, let me turn it back on. Okay, now it works. Maybe once every 20 times, I will try to open my door when the vehicle is locked and it's not opening, and then I stand just a tiny little bit closer because let's say my phone is in the pocket. I stand just a little bit closer and then it immediately works. So I personally never really had any significant issues. So I probably will not notice any difference, but maybe some people had issues. But I read a little bit about this technology and it does seem like some people will definitely have an improved experience. So the main two differences are it uses less energy than Bluetooth while providing high precision location tracking beyond what can be achieved with Bluetooth. If you only use Bluetooth, the car sometimes may not recognize that the phone is nearby, requiring you to take out your phone and unlock it or even open the Tesla app before it recognizes that the phone is nearby. I guess this would be more applicable to women. If you have your phone in a maybe thick purse, maybe it's blocking the signal a little bit, or maybe if you are wearing jeans, maybe that's when you have a problem. I personally don't really wear jeans, so I never had a problem like that. This certainly doesn't feel as thick as jeans, so maybe that's why I never had a problem. I guess one more thing that's really good about this technology is that if you have your Bluetooth turned off, this should still work. You just turn it on once in your phone and it just always turned on is my understanding. So if like me, you sometimes turn off your Bluetooth because you just don't want a random speaker to connect to your phone, this will be a nice update. However, your phone has to have this hardware and your Tesla has to have this new hardware, so only newer Teslas are supported. And you need to have an iPhone 11 or newer, or Samsung S21 or newer. Clear and colored paint films are now available in 2 new locations in California for the Cybertruck Model 3 and the Model Y. I don't think you would ever want to put a clear paint film on your Cybertruck though. Tesla is about to greatly expand supercharging in Iceland with a partnership with gas stations. I think this is the future for gas stations, but even after they make the transition, they will still probably make less money because you only charge so often because you mostly charge at home. But if you have a gas-powered vehicle, you need to refuel weekly. Anyway, after the expansion, the number of supercharger locations in Iceland will triple. It's a small country, but we will probably see similar deals in other countries too. The leader of Russia just said there's no stopping Elon Musk. Take a listen to this 1-minute clip.
There are reports that Elon Musk has already had a chip implanted in the human brain in the USA. I think there's no stopping Elon Musk. He will do as he sees fit. Nevertheless, you need to find some common ground with him, search for ways to persuade him. I think he's a smart person, I truly believe he is. So you need to reach an agreement with him because this process needs to be formalized and subjected to certain rules. Humanity has to consider what is going to happen due to the newest development in genetics or in AI. One can make an approximate prediction of what will happen. Once mankind felt an existential threat coming from nuclear weapons, all nuclear nations began to come to terms with one another since they realized the negligent use of nuclear weaponry could drive humanity to extinction. It is impossible to stop research in genetics or AI today, just as it was impossible to stop the use of gunpowder back in the day. But as soon as we realize that the threat comes from unbridled and uncontrolled development of AI, or genetics, or any other field, the time will come to reach an international agreement on how to regulate these things.
Generally speaking, seems like the headlines about this in relation to Elon Musk are positive, so that's good. Politically, this could be twisted against Elon Musk by saying something like, oh, the leader of Russia supports Elon Musk and therefore Elon Musk is bad. But looking at the headlines, it doesn't seem like this is reported negatively about Elon Musk.